Ooh, it's still spooky season here at Tipsy Kitchen. That's right, it's another episode of Spooky Tipsy Kitchen. Yes. Oh my god, this is gonna be as great as Halloween 3, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, Prometheus. I'm trying to think of all the great sequels to every great horror franchise there ever was. Let's face it, the only thing spooky here happening tonight is you guys watching 10 to possibly 18 to 20 minutes of whatever trash I put on here. And as you can see, I wore clothes today. My interpretation was if Fred from Scooby-Doo was actually out of the closet and not pretending to be dating Daphne, his beard. Although she was rich. Yeah. Why did I pick this outfit? I need to date a Daphne. No, I don't. Aside from the very weird and poorly edited transitions in the show and the non-spooky spooks on this Halloween episode continuation, I don't know why I enunciated like that. We're gonna be making weird shit again in the kitchen here. We got some Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Yeah, a mix from the grocery, as they call it. We're gonna use that. We're gonna make little mini biscuit muffin things with pork chops and fried potatoes on top of the biscuits. It's gonna be truly gourmet, or gourmet, right? Oh god, I need to appeal to my straight fans. That is what my producer says. Yes, sports team reference. The Dow Jones is plummeting again. So as you can see, we have a hodgepodge of ingredients here tonight. We have 2 beautifully thick pork chops. Look at the fat, not trimming that up. That's gonna stay, keep it moist and juicy. Got just a little bit of butter, that's what the recipe calls for. I don't have shredded cheddar cheese, so we're gonna shred up some Velveeta. Just a couple little nuggets, a couple little taters. We're gonna shred those up as well. Or julienne them, keep them very thinly sliced, haven't decided yet. And the mecha load of biscuits in the world, Cheddar Bay Biscuits. From the lobster that's red. Bring in the lobsters, please. Oh yeah. So my goal is, find that lighting. Get these pork chops fried up beautifully to where they're still very tender. Get the biscuits mixed and into essentially a cupcake pan. And then, lightly shred up those beautiful, beautiful pork chops to put on top. Let them bake in the juices with the biscuits and the cheese. And then we're going to try our hand at making beautiful fried potato rosettes that go on top of those to make it look gourmet. I've had half a bottle of wine at this point. I have 6 pimples that are healing, and a lot of butter. So let's see where tonight goes. Stay tuned, weirdos, for random commercials that I make up. Maybe we'll talk more about my love life. So what we're gonna do first is to get the oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes. And I'm also getting this beautifully wide pan preheated as well. We're gonna throw on a couple tablespoons of butter in that, throw the pork chops in, let them saute, put a lid on it, probably a good 15-20 minutes. at a medium temperature to keep the juices in, to keep them so tender. This is why we keep the fat. This is why we keep the fat on things, because they stay tender, delicious, and thick. Ooh. So this is roughly 1/4 of a stick of butter. Oh yeah. Once that is melted down a little bit, aka all the way, throw them pork chops in there, lightly salt them with salt, because that makes sense to me, I guess, right now. Don't forget the pepper. So I've already fried the pork chops on one side for roughly 5 minutes, just to give them that nice golden crisp tan that we all wish we could get. Flipped them over. I'm gonna let them go for another 5 minutes. I'm gonna turn the temperature down slightly and put a lid on it and let them juice up. Is that even a thing? Who knows? I'm gonna also julienne up or slice up those potatoes and throw them in with the pork chops as well. That way they can slightly bake, or fry, I should say, with the pork chops, get that flavor from the fat and the butter and the oils. And then they're still gonna be, not al dente, they're not pasta, but essentially al dente. So they still cook up a little bit in the oven when they're mixed with those beautiful Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Those bad boys simmer a little bit in their own beautiful, delicious death juices and seasonings. We're gonna go ahead and do some prep work. So we're gonna go ahead and start slicing up these 2 little nuggets of potatoes. Hey, little nuggets. We're gonna start getting some of this biscuit mix ready. Start tearing up, oh my god, some of this delectable Velveeta cheese. Yes, poverty cheese. Thank you, I love you. You support me. And I'm gonna start greasing up these beautiful little biscuit holders. I mean, they're muffin tins or pie tins, whatever, I don't know. What am I, a guy doing a cooking show? Probably. So, once you've washed your little spuds here, hey, hi, remove some of the eyes because they've been sitting for a hot moment. I like to keep the skins on my potatoes no matter what I do. A little bit more of the nutrients remain there in the flesh. If you want to be spooky about it. Ooh, my thing fell off. Cool. Always invest in a nice, high-quality grater with multiple styles and types of grades of shreddabilities. I'm going to use the side here. Oops, sorry, there's a little cheese right there. Yeah, we're going to get them nicely thinly sliced using this mandolin side. That way, when they fry up a little bit, boom, easy to fold them. Let's do this. So this is essentially what the mandolin side does to your tater. Flippy flap. It's like me, you know, before I get skin surgery. But yeah, this is what's gonna happen when you mandolin anything, pretty much. It's gonna thinly slice it for ya. Yes. Stay tuned from a word from our sponsors. From our first sponsor tonight, alcohol. Tipsy Kitchen can't be possible without it. I guess it could be possible, but then it would just be kitchen. What? Also, tonight's episode is sponsored by Responsibility and the Court of Law. Don't drink unless you're 21, depending on where you're from. If you're from Europe, I guess that don't matter. Hell, actually, if you're from pretty much everywhere, except America. What else? Don't drink and drive, don't do that. Don't do drugs unless you're doing it responsibly. Kidding. Although alcohol is a drug and I'm doing it responsibly for now. And my bidet. Like, I'm always gonna give my shout out to my bidet. Bidet. Just knows It just knows how to treat me. Coming back from the word from the sponsors that I made up. As you can see, these little nuggets of potatoes are Julian and Mandelinda did just right. We're gonna throw them in with these juicy bitches and let them simmer with a lid on to keep them tender. Yes. So let's do that. At this point, you can add a little more salt and pepper if you would like, or as I say, you can salt these potatoes with salt. It's really up to you. They are going to simmer in melted fats and butter and seasonings that were already placed on top of the meat. So it's really up to you. Choose your own journey this time, okay? Let's put a lid on these. Let's give them at least another 10 minutes at a lower temperature. What? Oh my god. Let's start shredding some cheese and making some biscuits. Biscuits sponsored to you by, I guess, Red Lobster tonight. No. What am I doing? You're gonna need a giant ass mixing bowl. Some more wine. Yeah. When it comes to this block of cheese here, this beautifully delicious cheese. Literally, I use Velveeta for everything because it's like $7 for like 4 fucking tons of cheese. Hello. So since it's whole, we gotta shred it. This side of the shredder is perfect. This is the kind of consistency you want. It's like, perfect. What am I doing? What was the point of this segment? Just to show you that diameter of my holes? Tip of the day, if you ever have a block of cheese, and the recipe calls for, let's just say, half a cup or a full cup of shredded or just cheese in general, but your packaging on the block of cheese says, oh, you have like 16 ounces. Just remember, a half a cup of cheese is roughly 4 ounces. Whole cup is roughly 8 ounces. Hot tip of the day. Yeah, look at me, math. No. Boom, here you have it. This is roughly 4 ounces of cheese. Wow, Daniel, how did you measure that out? The package on the cheese had the ounces measured out, elongated on it. I don't know words. We're gonna shred this up, throw in that mixing bowl, throw in some more wine, mix up some of the biscuits, use some more butter to lube up these muffin tins. Favorite part. Ooh, yes. Welcome to my OnlyFans section. That'll be $17. Yes. Get our hands dirty. Yeah. So we had the 4 ounces of shredded cheese in there with 3/4 cups of cold water. We're gonna add in the secret mix from the lobster. Mix it until it's dough, and then we'll lube up these little bad boys. Yes. Look at these. Getting Cheddar Bay Biscuit-y. At this point, you want to unsheath your butter at a 45-degree angle. Roughly, this makes about 10 biscuits on a normal baking pan, or pan, depending on how you pronounce things. So, I'm just gonna butter up all of these. You know, you can use non-stick sprays, you can use little paper caps. I prefer to raw dog it and just make sure you get all the sides, make sure you get the bottom. We're gonna scoop a little bit of biscuit mix into each of these bad boys, and then we're going to start shredding the pork and start making the rosettes out of the potatoes. And then we're gonna bake. What? Oh yeah, I forgot I had glasses. They say 10, Red Lobster don't fuck around. They measured this shit. Yeah. So let's get the pork and stuff ready. Line. Look how beautiful these pork chops turned out. The bottom one is slightly seared, but it's still actually very tender to the touch. Perfect. The top one, ooh, yes, yes. Let's slice these up. These beautifully fried potatoes. Still just slightly firm towards the center. That's what we want. How am I going to turn these into little rosettes? I don't know. Probably won't. But I'm trying here. Best thing to do when it comes to, you know, essentially shredding up these beautiful pieces of meat. A serrated blade. You're going to be slightly rough with it. You want it to... You just want to treat it like you want to be treated after church on Sunday. So seriously, if you kept the fat on these things, it makes all the difference. These are beautiful. Mmm. 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 Run into a little bit of a snag here when getting everything ready. The potatoes are just cooked slightly too much to mold them perfectly. So we'll at least bake these bad boys and see how we can make these presentable. Okay. They're not gonna be pretty. They're gonna be weird, and it's fine. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. 425 degrees, 14 minutes. Whoa. Now we come to the section where Dan talks about his sexual life. This is my new co-host. And that was a weird voice. And I'm sweaty, and I'm drunk, because I'm almost done with a whole bottle of wine. Yes. Nothing new to report in my love life, America. Just cooking, gaining weight, staying away from infected COVID patient peoples. I got 3 numbers the other night at a bar. Don't know how that happened. One was a model. One was a beautiful man with beautiful eyes and smile. And one had beautiful hair and beautiful eyes. Turns out I was looking in the mirror. No, I wasn't. I was at a bar. No, but, you know, in a week and a half, none of them are talking to me anymore. So that's fine. How's your dating life, America? Anyone? No? Here's the thing. When it comes to the dating world, for homosexual men, anyone that identifies as a man in the gay community, it's weird and it sucks for all of us. I see so many profiles out there, which I don't get it. They're like, no weird men. I don't want anyone weird. Don't be weird. So I send them a link to my show, especially the one where I slap my face with raw bratwurst. It's fun to be blocked by strangers, because I guess that's the level of weird. That's the line, America. That is the line of weird, okay? Everyone out there in the gay dating world, you show them a clip of me slapping my face with raw bratwurst. And if they turn away, that's the line that they don't want to cross. Anything below that, you're fine. I am going to die alone. Weird ass biscuit boys. They're done basically. We're gonna slowly turn off the ovens. It's one oven, Daniel. Oven. And then we're gonna get the topping ready. Okay. Well, these kind of turns out okay. Oh my gosh. We'll zhuzh it up a little bit. Yeah, it's weird. It's fine. And that's what it's like to love me. Roughly 1 1/4 of a cup of butter melted. Ooh, yes. And then it came with an herb pack, which is basically, from the smell of it, is just garlic. Ooh, yes. So really, I'm gonna start plating this shit up. Start posting to my OnlyFans. Wouldn't it be fun if I like slapped this on my ass? No? Okay. I'm just brainstorming. Here is what happens when you properly butter your muffins or cupcakes or whatever without paper in it. Initially, these are gonna stick, but boom. Look at that. Boom. Boom. The all shade. These things smell so good. They don't look like shit. I mean, they do, but they look delectable. Let's take a look. Here you have it, some Cheddar Bay Biscuits with half-tempted fried potato rosettes and a juicy, delectable pork chop cooked in each one. Look at that. Mmm. You don't want to put that in your mouth? Mmm. What? As always, weirdos here on YouTube, Snapchat if you're still following any of those stories, anyone on Facebook who just meanders into the weirdness. I appreciate it. As you can tell, they look weird, but so good. And that's the point of my cooking, right? It's something simple, weird, and delicious. What? New grinder profile? What? Anyways, I appreciate the following. Subscribe, share the videos, watch them in a group, look into a mirror after a shower and say Tipsy Kitchen 3 times. I will appear with a bowl of macaroni and cheese. And then it's without a shirt. Stay spooky, enjoy Halloween if you don't see me until then. Trust me, you will. I don't have anything else to do except entertain. Thanks, weirdos. Or you should maybe thank me. No, I'm gonna thank you. I love doing this. And you love watching. Subscribe, shall you?